In this video, I'll show you how to configure the submittal settings for your project. Before we get started, let's go over a couple of things you should do before proceeding to this step. By now, you should have already sent the owner and architect a Procore information request form. This form allows them to indicate which team members should be included in the approval workflow and distribution lists for RFIs, submittals, and meeting minutes. Let's take a quick look at the form. Here we go. RFIs, meeting minutes, submittal workflow, submittal distribution list. You can find this form in the resources section. This will assist you in creating the default distribution list and workflow template in the settings. Now, before configuring the settings on any tool, I recommend creating distribution groups. I'll go ahead and walk you through that process too. Navigate to the directory. Click Add Distribution Groups. And for this training, I'll go ahead and add an architect and design team distribution group. And just so that it shows up, I will go ahead and add myself. Now let's add one in for our subs. You can either create one comprehensive list of all subcontractors, or you can break it down into smaller groups. The choice is up to you, but for this training, I'm going to create an all subcontractors. Do the same, I'll just add myself. All right. Now let's toggle to the submittals to set up your settings. Click on the orange gear right here. We'll start from the top. So go ahead and select your submittal manager, which is going to be your assistant project manager. Just for training, let's just add myself in there. Submittals numbering, yes, you always want to include the spec number. Make sure this one is checked. Our default number of days is always 7. Allow approvers to add reviewers to their steps in the workflow. Go ahead and select this one. This is, so as an example, if the architect wants to send it to somebody else on their team, they can forward, they can add a step in their workflow and send it to someone on their team to review. This one should be checked because we do want that responses are required. So we'll go ahead and leave that checked. Let's go ahead and check this one, enable reject workflow. So that means when somebody rejects or revises or requests revise and submit, the ball in court will automatically shift back to the submittal manager. Instead of going back step by step, it'll go right back to the submittal manager for them to start working on it immediately instead of waiting for others to kick it back. Let's go ahead and select enable dynamic approver due dates. So what are dynamic approver due dates? A configuration setting that can be turned on in the submittals when multiple users and one or more users update their responses early or late, the system will automatically adjust the due dates for any remaining users in the workflow. So that means if you're 2 days late, you'll still have the next person in the workflow will still have the 7 days to approve their portion. So let's go ahead and enable that. Currently, we do not have the submittal schedule linked to our project schedule, so make sure that this one is checked. Don't link to schedule. Yes, all of our stuff is private by default, so make sure that stays checked. You do want the submittals to be in ascending order, so make that selection. Default distribution. So remember that we created our distribution groups at the beginning of this presentation. So it'll be easy to just add the architect and design team. Here to our default distribution list, email notifications. Now, this is really important because this is going to, these boxes here are, if they are checked, they're going to designate which user will receive email notifications for each thing that happens in the workflow. So you don't want to bombard your approvers with too many notifications. So I went ahead and have selected the email notifications that you should select for you. So if you just want to copy these to your project, that will work out. And then of course enable email reminders for overdue submittals. Click Save Changes. And now you have configured your settings correctly.